What's up, gamers? Welcome back to the Liza P Overture playthrough that nobody asked for. This is going to be Chapter 10, I believe. We are exploring the Ergo Mine. I am your host, Koobs. Oops. So these are like those monkeys at the zoo. Man. Okay. So they just got really good aim. And they're going to throw stuff at us. There was something back here that I picked up already. Okay, so if we turn off those ones that look like alarms, it looks like... Oh, big guy's throwing stuff at us again. Alright, let's... Okay. He's still trying to hit me from right there. Oops. Oops. Oh my goodness. How did he hit me from there? That was crazy. Just like perfectly threaded that. These guys are a real pain, that's for sure. Alright. Oh! This looks new. Oh! Looks like they explode after you kill them. Okay. Cool. Oh, nice. I didn't even notice that. That's cool. So that... Now we don't have to go back through that same section again. Okay. Ho ho! Nice. Oops! Oh, did he put like a mine down? Okay. Very interesting enemy. I'm pretty sure that there's a Legion arm that does a similar thing to that. Like, I'm pretty sure we can put down a mine like that. So I wonder if this is like alluding to if this was an initial like design for a Legion arm. Nope, don't kill us, please. Jiminy Christmas. We just wanted to do that. Thank you. That was so much fun. Just blowing them to pieces like that. What do we got? Genius's Legion plug. Amazing. So now we can craft the second Legion arm. That'll be cool. I think I'm going to go and do that really quickly, actually. Just seeing as we just unlocked this little shortcut here and we're moving forward, I think it would be fun to check out that Legion arm in this section. So let's go do that really quickly. And I think I have enough to level it up as well. We'll have to see. Hope your day is going well so far. Thanks so much for jumping in and joining us. We're on chapter 10 now, so I mean, we're double digits. We're pretty much married at this point. So if things come off the rails a little bit, then I'll apologize ahead of time. Okay, so craft a Legion arm. Craft Icarus. Modify the Legion arm. We have 5. Okay. And I need one more. Okay, can I buy any? I know Klaus had a Legion caliber for sale. I think I needed to give him an ancient disc though. So that might not be. He does have Legion calipers and he does require ancient discs. Selling that doesn't do anything. I'm trying to think. I know I could respec my P-arm so that I could like get a Legion caliper from one that I already have, but maybe they'll throw one at us soon. So let's just try it at level 2. I'm sure it'll be okay. We'll have some fun with it. And then we can always switch back if we like the shotgun more. And then if we get one more Legion caliper, then we can level it up and we'll get the 4th blade. As it seems like I can fire off basically like buzzsaws out of this arm. So that'll be kind of cool. I initially thought that the arm and the bow was going to be part of the Legion arm. But it seems like that was just that was my interpretation of it based on the image that we got. But I really appreciate that the bow was its own separate thing and that they gave that to us relatively early on in the playthrough, because that's been very handy. Hymn of the Zealots. In death there is birth, in change there is evolution. We have faced the storm, survived calamity. On this path of ascension we found our destiny. The two-faced overseer, forged from the flesh of ancients, was but a trial to prove the truth of our impending ascent. The two-faced gives way to a masterpiece, a warrior monstrous and strong, a great champion to fight for the order, to save the right from the wrong. We brought that force of nature to heal, subdued and chained with iron and steel, refusing to be the elixir's vessel, it broke itself, but it could not break free from its chains, and so we sculpted it to our will. Now it is forever bound to witness this song of zealotry, and fated to be chained below for all eternity. For herein lies the providence of sacred evolution, and may none break the order's volition, and nothing can stop the fate of ascension, for God has granted this mission. So they're just like fanatics. They put together this little song that they can sing because they're so holy and special. But basically it's saying that there's some kind of abomination here that like they it almost seems like they were trying to harvest from. That would be kind of my interpretation. Like they're trying to take things from whatever this abomination is down here, and that they can like then use for themselves somehow. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, what am I missing here? Okay. So I'm gonna... Yeah. Oh! Nice. Because we didn't kill that guy again. That's funny. Okay. And then I should be able to call that back, just in case we need it over here for some reason. So we can drop... We can drop down that way. Okay, that's back into where the robot was. Why would we want to drop down there? Okay. This is very interesting to me that they have like this... Like it's clearly a drop down. So if we drop down there, we can't just come back up here. So it makes me not want to take that path right away, but it also, it might be that it makes the most sense to do so. Okay. Oh! That was cool. Don't know where he came from, but... He's gonna hit me with the rocks again? Yeah. I'm gonna try. Arch Guardian Blade. Okay. We'll take a look at that here. Arch's Guardian Blade. So I'm seeing... Okay, that's super smooth. This is smooth. This is just a very smooth attack set. That's pretty cool. And then R2 does this charge. This is sick. This is super cool. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a weapon with that. Okay. Let's swap back over. Love that. That handle is awesome. Okay. So where are we going? Okay. All right. Okay. Yikes. Nice. Whew, alright. That was cool. Okay. So we have a door across there. We could drop down here. And we could take a look at all of what's over there. First, let's go across, maybe. I'm trying to find, like, if there's going to be a shortcut. Maybe another stargazer down here.
Don't pretend you can't hear me. I saw you flinch.
Okay.
Any of these puppets work properly? Wait! I can tell from your expression this is wearing thin. I agree. But please, just listen to my tale. I beg of you. Your objections will fall by the wayside.
Okay.
Please.
Who is this guy?
I am Alexander. I'm an alchemist. A loaded word, I know, but I'm friendly. I promise.
Okay.
I'm rather well known in their ranks. Before all this happened, I was in charge of a crucial experiment. Yes, brains and charm. It's a truly incredible experiment. Its importance is incontrovertible. I just wish I could show you.
Okay.
Well, as I said, these puppets aren't really me. I'm controlling them remotely since, well, you think I want to look like this puppet? I'll have you know that I'm known for brains and beauty. It's true.
So,
Perhaps
nice.
I let
Doubt.
my effortless good looks
Uh-oh.
go to my head. Whatever the reason, there was an incident. Or a date. I was on a
This
date
thing's just, like,
with the
waiting to
daughter
attack
of
us, basically.
one of the most important alchemists. Apparently, he didn't approve. So, there was a huge ruckus. Someone put a bag over my head, and when I came to, I was locked in this ridiculously dark place.
Okay, crap. I think I might have just missed something important.
I would like to get out of here. I'm trapped somewhere so dark, I can't even see my hands in front of my face. And it's so quiet. I think they locked me in a box or a coffin. But I can still think, and that means I'm not dead. Ha! Anyhow, come and get me out, please.
Yeah. We'll
This
get you,
whole
but...
guide my savior using a series of available puppets plan isn't working out, is it? But I know you'll still come and save me.
Okay.
Because I know what you are, and that's a hero.
Okay. Thank you for being so patient, little drones. That was really cool. They didn't have to do that. Okay, I'm gonna take a second because I feel like he said something important that I wanna break down. So I'm gonna check the playback really quickly. So give me just a second. Okay. So he said, think I want to look like this puppet. I'm known for brains and beauty. It's true. Perhaps then it was vanity. Perhaps I let my effortless good looks go to my head. Whatever the reason, there was an incident. Alright. A date. I was on a date with the daughter of one of the most important alchemists. Apparently he didn't approve, so there was a huge ruckus. Someone put a bag over my head, and when I came to, I was locked in this ridiculously dark place. Interesting. Okay. I don't know if you could hear all of that, but that's interesting. Basically, it said that he was on a date with a daughter of a well-known alchemist, and they showed up and they basically, like, abducted him. They didn't approve of it. Listen. Huh. Strange noises beyond the wall. Alright, let's keep moving forward. We got a ladder that looks like maybe it opens a shortcut. Okay. So where's this shortcut at? Okay, so back where we started. At the top here. Okay. So we've got a shortcut. So now I'm less worried about how we can get back here. We know how to get back here now. And we know the way forward is that way. So let's go back this way first. Okay. We saw a little guy over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we came through this passage, meaning that this is where we came from, correct? I'm just trying to piece things together so that we're not going someplace that we don't need to. And I think that's what's happened right now. Is that this is basically the path that we took. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've been through here in order to get down to here. We came this way. We went through here. We met the puppet. We stopped at the Stargazer. So I think that's where, yeah, that whole path is where we came from, meaning that we just want to move forward. We're just going to move forward from here. Okay. And like we said, there might be, this might be an elevator as well. So there might be one more shortcut for us. Okay, this way. So... nice.
What the blazes was that?
Right. Yeah, what is this thing gonna be? Okay. Yikes. This thing is very cool, but it's also like incredibly terrifying that they were... I'm gonna die. Yeah, I knew I was gonna die there. Okay, nice. Really cool design for, like, you know, for the job that it's doing, for mining and things like that. Really cool design. Terribly terrifying, the fact that they just decided to make it sentient and have its own ability to control itself, basically. That's crazy. Because it's like, there should definitely be somebody operating something like that. Just a giant metal death machine. Absolute insanity. Quality of life thing that I appreciate. It's simple, it's small, but they reset the elevators for you when you die. I like that. I really appreciate it. It's, oh, there's a little...
What the blazes was that?
There's a little, Easter egg up here. But yeah, I appreciate that little touch of
Blazes was that?
resetting the elevator so that you don't have to take the time to do so when you go back. It's something simple, but quality of life upgrades are always appreciated. Uh-oh. What? What?
A carcass that
So what? How cool. So this is the swamp monster from the base game, but like before it got big. Holy moly. I love this. This is just like a totally optional boss that like you could totally miss. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Yikes. Oh, that was silly. He went underground as I released that. Okay. Jeez, man. Oh, come on. Come on. Are you joking? You could just kill me, buddy. He didn't even attack me in that whole time. What in the heck? Yeah, there we go. Finally. I was like, just finish me off already, bud. Like, you're gonna slam me on the ground and heal all the way back up to full HP. That's crazy. That was crazy. A little bit frustrating because I feel like some of that was a little bit like, come on. But very cool. Very cool to find a boss fight like that. But screw this guy, am I right? This is really cool though. Like I genuinely appreciate this this addition. Like putting this here is really cool. Oh! See, I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, okay, so he has 2 attempts. He can grab you. Okay. And that's a different grab entirely. So he's got 2 different grabs that he can do. One of them can grab you twice. Maybe even more. Yikes. That grab came at the end of a combo string. Okay. Are you kidding? We're like what? Oh my goodness. That was the grab again. That was another grab. Okay. So dive is a grab. The tentacle that sticks out is a grab. Okay, that was the grab. Okay. Okay, we're out of pulse cells. Beautiful. Oh no. Oh, okay. I was like, oh no, does he have a phase 2? But no,
Hey, get back
that
here!
makes sense.
Hate to say it, but we gotta let this one go, buddy. We have more urgent goals.
Right. Okay. Okay, super cool. They definitely got me. I thought it was going to go into a phase transition. But no, it makes the most sense that it escapes this fight because we know that it lives to fight us later on down the line when it gets to become the giant swamp monster. So that was super cool. I really, wow. Just top notch all around. That's what's here. That's what this was. It's not, um Wow. Super cool. 'Cause that's very much not what you usually get. Usually you get like a little, here's a little reward. Here's a little something for going down this path. You found something secret. But to do a whole boss fight and then a boss fight that also has like story implications of like it's a boss that's familiar to us but back in time, really super cool. Something that you could easily miss. Like we could have easily missed that. We went all the way down that elevator without noticing that it was there the first time. We went all the way down the elevator and fought that the bulldozer thing. So like there's literally like there's basically two bosses down here that are before the main boss. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, you could, I mean, maybe it's kind of obvious, but it's definitely possible that somebody could totally miss that. I mean, especially if you're looking out this direction, kind of taking in the scenery, and then Gemini chirps in saying like, what is that? What's that sound we just heard? So like there's a lot kind of grabbing your attention in the other direction. So I do appreciate that. I think that's kind of cool. Sometimes I find, strangely, that these sort of enemies that are kind of like mini bosses, once we kill this guy once, he'll never come back again, sort of a thing. I'm gonna die here. I should so be dead. But I sometimes can find these guys more challenging than some of the named bosses, because I don't necessarily respect them in the same way that I should, if that makes sense. Like, when I go up against... Can I get him here? Oh, it's around the back. Oh, a little too late. That's okay. Oh, we got another stagger. Cool. But so, it's a mini boss. Once we've killed him, he's not going to come back again. But there's a part of me that when the boss has a name, and I know that this is what I'm focused on, is this boss fight, I've got no problem using up all of my pulse cells. I'll just use all my healing items if I have to, because I know that, like, this is the obstacle, right? This is what's preventing me from progressing forward. But with a mini boss like this, it's like, well, I've still got stuff to do after I kill this thing. So I need to have some pulse cells left if I want to move forward. Even though I could just go back to the Stargazer, I could rest right now, I could refill my pulse cells and come back here. That takes time. I don't necessarily want to do all of that. Rizora! Hi, Rizora. Okay, so let's get our stuff back.
Rizora.
Hi, Rizora. Are you okay?
Ergo. Oh, friend. So happy to see you again.
How did you get down here, kiddo?
I tried to go to the Rose Estate. The white butterfly was helping. But maybe it was too far. Heart slowing. Stopping. Can you give Ergo? Rizora
Yeah, I mean...
needs Ergo.
What is this? Ergo chunk crystal of the
It's
eternal.
okay. It was the best gift, so
Okay. I don't want to give her, Okay, Ergo Crystal of the Eternal. 25,000 Ergo. But this isn't something that I can turn into a weapon or anything, so I'm going to give her that.
Rosora.
Here you go, kiddo.
Oh, I feel light as a feather. Like I could float to the world's end. Here, Rosora has a gift for you. It's another treasure I found on my trip.
Well, thanks, kiddo. Is it another drawing? Rosora's Treasure, Ruin's Secret Gathering Invitation. To the privileged few, a secret hidden deep within Krat will be revealed. This invitation is only for those at the pinnacle of Krat society. You're the chosen few, those blessed by money, power, and knowledge, and yet there's a secret hidden in Krat to which even the likes of you have not been privy. All will be revealed to a select few at the Devil's Pit. The alchemists of the Isle have spent the past decades trying to uncover the secrets hidden within these ruins. At last we have discovered the great truth and wish to share our success with you. We invite you all to the excavation of the historical altar hidden within the Ergo veins. The contents of this invitation and meeting are highly confidential and intended for the invitee only. Invitee was Carlo Geppetto. What the fuck did I just read? What? Okay, so there was some sort of a secret gathering. This was for the privileged few. They invited Carlo Geppetto to this event. And then is this where he died? Oh, we did get a second piece of the drawing. Okay. He has... Okay. There's a cat, looks like. Is that supposed to be Geppetto, maybe? He has like a monocle on, so maybe that's supposed to be Geppetto?
Rosora will follow the white butterfly. It will take me to the Rose Estate.
Okay.
I don't know what is waiting for me there, but I do know what I want. I want you there with me, my forever friend.
Oh, what a sweetie. Well, I hope we see you there, kiddo. I'm glad that we were able to help you out again. I feel like we probably got something else from her. I just don't know exactly what. But maybe not. None of that's new. We got this from defeating that bulldozer, so we'll take this to Alidoro here. And then, yeah, that's what we got from her. Oh, wait, what's this? Crop Mysteries, the Spider Cave Puppet. The Spider Cave Puppet is an urban legend from the time when human and puppets worked side by side in the Ergo mines. It tells of a misfit miner who harassed puppets by labeling them with truly horrible names. He had particular fondness for the puppet he called Rockhead. It is said the man treated Rockhead so poorly that if he were human, the puppet would have harbored great resentment towards him. One day, Rockhead crushed into the tunnel where the misfit miner had been working alone. It all happened so quickly that no one had any time to intervene. Soon after, nearby miners heard a terrible scream as the tunnel collapsed. After several days of failed rescue attempts, mining authorities ordered the spider cave closed and sealed. In the aftermath, puppets replaced all human miners, and everyone believed that ended the ordeal. From that day on, however, a strange noise could be heard echoing inside the spider cave. It was the sound of a pickaxe. Even today, humans who worked the tunnels at the time believe the ghost of the mining puppet lurks behind the walls. They say that killing its tormentor did not sate the puppet's resentment towards humans, and that it continues to seek more victims. They fear the ever-present ringing of the pickaxe entombed behind the wall is a sign that Rockhead, thirsty for more blood, is digging its way out of the hole to enact revenge on yet more workers. So that's interesting. So I wonder, is that another, is that alluding to another secret boss in this area, like that we could go up against this enemy Rockhead, or maybe is Rockhead the actual boss that's ahead of us? Oh, nice. I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna run back to Hotel Krat because we have something for Alidoro. And I think this might be a good place for us to possibly split the chapter. So I'm gonna go back to the hotel. We're gonna check out this puzzle box, and then maybe we'll get to see where that goes, what it gives us, and then we'll wrap things up with clear direction as to where we're heading next. So Rockhead, we heard that there was some, faint banging on the walls. So is there like somehow a secret entrance to get to Rockhead? That would be interesting.
Any enemy of the alchemists is a friend of mine. Let's check what's inside.
Okay.
I know this place. It's called the Spider Cave.
Okay.
I heard that something strange happened here. Have you heard the tale? A miner puppet was so mistreated that it learned resentment. The puppet murdered a human miner and fled. But some say you can still hear the sound of it digging for more victims. But from the look of this, it appears the alchemists may have been involved. If you discover the truth, please let me know.
Okay. So okay. So are we supposed to go back to where we heard that? I don't think I've got anything for Klaus. I think that this Legion arm is a little bit underwhelming. I mean, it's pretty cool. It does damage for sure. I just feel like the shotgun was a little bit more my speed, I think. So I'm going to swap back over to the shotgun. And then I think we're going to try to go take a look at this. Yeah, see? So where? We'll figure this out. Alright, so let's swap the Legion arm really fast before we forget. Okay. And then the robot guy would have been this way, I think. And then back this direction. So here is the robot. Here is... Oh. It looks breakable. Okay. Yeah, man, you did it. Oh. No, man, you're free. The Misfit's Diary. I'm trapped. My legs are unresponsive. I have water and biscuits. Luckily, one puppet fell with me. That extends my food supply. Those damned alchemists, they tricked me into falling down here. If I escape, I'll report them all. What was the deal with that strange door in the ruins? And why did that stupid puppet fall behind me? I ordered Rockhead to dig our way out. The constant pounding of the pickaxe is driving me insane. Why did this have to happen the very day I bought my wife a gift? What awful luck. The dress got a bit torn, but it still looks good. I refuse to die after spending so much money. Somebody save me, I don't want to die. Why is no one? Don't let me die down here. Rockhead brought water. I feel better. I've accepted this hole will be my grave. I'm going to die here. To be honest, I was dead as soon as we fell. Without Rockhead, I'd be dead already. I lived a rotten life, but I'm glad for this chance to reflect on my final hours. And yet I truly wanted to see you again, my love. If we manage to escape, I'll give my loyal companion a name other than Rockhead. Rockbuster, Steel Pickaxe, and Super Miner all sound good. We'll get out somehow, and the three of us will live as a family. Hey, you did good, buddy. You did good, man. So it's another interesting story of like perception and reality are a bit distorted sometimes. They all thought that this, they all thought that this puppet had grown to resent this person because he was calling him Rockhead, and so they thought that the puppet, his feelings were hurt, basically, and that it started to act out because the guy kept calling him names. But in reality, the puppet it wasn't even on his radar. He didn't even think anything of it. He was still just like loyal and dedicated to helping this guy get out of there. He spent his entire life trying to get out. R.I.P. Rockhead.
Any enemy of the alchemists is a friend of mine. I can't say I'm surprised the alchemists caused the Spider Cave incident. I'd wager even they didn't expect the truth to be revealed by a puppet.
Right.
Just how many years did that poor puppet stand alone, swinging its pickaxe in the dark? The thought of it truly makes my heart ache.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I dare say that minor puppet showed more humanity than the alchemists.
That's what I'm saying.
I pray the two friends found peace at last.
Thanks, Alidoro. And that's what I'm saying. It's all about humanity. It's like, what was the human thing to do there? To cause this accident and leave these people stranded in the rubble? It's like, that's pretty fricked up, man. But that puppet, Alright. Well, I think that's going to be a good place for us to wrap up this chapter. And we'll get started with the next one. I think it said we're at the Pistris dock. And the Pistris is the submarine. So we're at the Pistris harbor. So when we come back next time, we'll be there. We'll move forward. We'll figure out what this monstrosity is that lays at the bottom of the mines. And then hopefully we'll get to continue towards the coast and potentially the Rose Estate. So we'll see you next time. Have been and always will be Coops. Thanks so much for sticking around. Really appreciate you. Alright, peace and love, gamers.